to my wife and editor, Judith M. Ganey, who did without a husband, and David, Tim, and Colleen, who did without a father, until this book was completed. Finally, there are the people of St. Joseph, Missouri, who provided hospitality and information in equally copious quantities. Terry Ganey, November 21st, 2016. Chapter 1. He was the happiest kid I've ever seen in my life. Edwin Christian, describing his son, Eric. Eric! Eric! Karen Carter's frantic cries mixed with the bustling sounds of business as usual. Unanswered, they bounced off the brick and concrete walls of downtown shop and office buildings hunched along Felix Street. Shoppers, posted like pickets in front of the stores, stopped to stare and then looked away. The little boy's babysitter ran from shop to shop, stopping at each to peek through stenciled signs on the plate glass windows, hoping to spot the missing youngster. Dueling Optical, Einbender's, the little children's shop, A.J. August's. How far can a little boy go in 5 minutes? She wondered. Once or twice, Karen would step quickly inside, expecting to see his blond head. At each store, she distracted the employees and their customers with questions. Is there a little boy here? Have you seen a little boy? Each negative response fed her panic. Back in the street, she searched once more around the small play area and the slide, where she had left Eric only minutes earlier. It was deserted. From Manshrek's, an office supply store, she placed a desperate telephone call to police. Communications, answered Marilyn Griffith, dispatcher for the St. Joseph Police Department. Yes, I'd like to speak to somebody about helping me find a little boy, Karen said, her voice cracking. Okay, is your little boy lost? Yeah. Okay, what is your address? I'm at the mall. Oh, downtown mall? Yeah. Okay, whereabouts on the mall are you? Manshrek's. By Manshrek's, okay. Could you give me a description of your boy? Okay, he has a red and blue shirt on, blue jeans, blonde hair, and he's about, wait a second, red and blue shirt, blue jeans, blonde hair? Yeah, okay. And he's a white male? Yeah. How old? 4? Beg pardon? Pardon me? How old is he? 4. 4, okay. And his height? Approximately. Or, if you don't know that, 3.5 foot? All right. And his weight? He's thin. I don't know. That's okay. What's your name, please? Karen Carter. Karen Carter. Okay. We'll get somebody down there, Karen. Okay. Thank you. As she waited anxiously for the police to arrive, Karen wondered if something had happened to make Eric want to run away. That Friday, May 26, 1978, had begun like many others for Eric Scott Christian and Karen Ann Carter. They met bright and early at the Walnut Products Company, a business owned by the Christian family and managed by Eric's father, Edwin B. Christian. Karen was a wood inspector, but sometimes she cleaned Ed Christian's office. Once or twice a week, Ed would bring the happiest kid I've ever seen in my life to work with him, and Karen would do what she could to occupy the energetic boy. On that cloudless spring day, Ed had given his son lunch money, and Karen and a co-worker, Kathy Roth, had taken Eric to eat at Long John Silver's, where he collected precious plunder, a plastic coin and a cardboard pirate ship. He hadn't been very hungry. It had been a day of animal crackers, strawberry pop, cough drops, and candy. That afternoon, he talked with his mother, Vicky, on the telephone. She asked him if he wanted to come home. No, I'm having too much fun, he said. Later, Karen took Eric in his dad's white Cadillac on a series of errands around the city. First, she hauled home a desk she planned to refinish. Then she stopped off at a store to buy supplies.